Have you ever felt like nobody was there?
Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away.
Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand,
You can reach out your hand.
And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home.
even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
You will be found.
Out
Of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new, all is new. It's feeling of the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new, all is new. You are not alone, 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 you are not alone,
You are not alone.
even when the darkness crashes through,
when you need someone to carry you.
when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around,
You will be found. You will be found.
you will be found.
Welcome back to Broadway's Next on Stage, sponsored by the International College of Musical Theater. And I'm your host, Richard Ridge. And a big thank you to our contestants from both age groups for that group number from the Tony Award-winning musical, Dear Evan Hansen. Well, the moment we've all been waiting for is here at last. Week after week, our contestants have been singing their hearts out, and we finally made it to our Season 3 finale. Now we're going to find out which two young performers will take the title of Broadway's Next on Stage. Now, last week we introduced you to our top 3 contestants from both of our high school and college age groups. Plus, each of our judging panels chose a 4th contestant to push forward into this week's finale. Now, tonight we're going to watch the final performances from all 4 contestants in both age groups. After we've watched all 8 contestants, we will reveal which high school student and which college student received the most votes from our most recent round of voting, which opened on Monday, June 7th and closed last night at midnight. We'll kick things off with our high school finalists. Now let's welcome back our judges. Please say hello to Michael James Scott, Ariel Jacobs, and Brittany Johnson. It's season 3 finale. Oh my God, our high school kids. How excited are you?
I can't believe it. I'm in I'm like a little bit speechless and I'm nervous and I'm like all the things 'cause, like I'm the one performing. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm
Now-
very, very excited to see who is going to perform today, just to hear the new songs and have them serenade us.
I love where you all are now. Brittany, you got a brand new throne behind you, right? You're sitting in front of the blue throne, right? And you're giving us all new hairdo this week, right?
I have to give you new hair every week.
I love that. And Ariel, we still want to disappear into your showbiz portal mirror behind you. It looks like like a showbiz portal. Michael, you're all zhuzhed up. You got the leather jacket on. You're somewhere fun this week too, right?
Yes, I am actually Northern California. I'm in Napa, and I am literally in the lobby of they cleared the space for me, and they were like, "You could be right here." I'm like, "Okay," and I just give you a full setup. And I had I had like this. I literally had people helping me. I was like, "I need a box. I need height. Come on, I need your height." I was like, "It's the finale, y'all. It's the finale." They were like, "What's going?" I'm like, "It's the finale. It's the next on stage. I need you. I need help."
Celebrity coming through. Give him a room. Give him a room in the hallway. Fabulous. I love this. You all look sensational. This has been an incredible season. It is so great to have you, the three of you, back this year. Okay, listen. For everyone watching at home, if you'd like to learn more about our remaining contestants, just scan the QR code below to view Broadway World's Stage Mag, which is an interactive virtual program to help you get to know our next on stage contestants and these incredible 3 judges, just so you know. And good news, you can create a show program of your very own by visiting stagemag.broadwayworld.com. Are you 3 ready to get started?
Ready.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Judges, we're going to watch all 4 of our performers alphabetically by first name. Okay? So first up is Jackson Perry. Make noise.
Yes.
From the University of North Carolina School of the Arts High School in Greensboro, North Carolina. Now, one of the prizes for our winner of Next on Stage is a $1,000 donation to a charity of their choice. The charity that Jackson chose is the Fund for College Auditions. This is fascinating. He says participating in the arts at such a scale is allowed by privilege, and I believe TFCA can help combat the effects of privilege or the lack thereof as it relates to college auditions. Jackson wants to send a shout out to his entire support system, including Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Yes.
For his final number, Jackson is singing Endless Night from The Lion King. Enjoy Jackson.
Dare he?
Where has the starlight gone? Dark is the day. How can I find my way home? Home is an empty dream, lost to the night. Father, I feel so alone. You promised you'd be there whenever I needed you. Whenever I called your name, you're not anywhere. I'm trying to hold on, just waiting to hear your voice. One word, just a word will do to end this nightmare. When will the dawning break? Oh, endless night, sleepless I dream of know that the night must end, and that the sun will rise, and that the sun will rise. I know that the clouds must clear. I know, yes, I know, the sun will rise. Yes, I know, the clouds must clear. I know that the night must end. I know that the sun will rise, and I hear your voice deep inside. I know that the night must end, and that the clouds must clear. Oh, the sun will rise. The sun will
Jackson Perry. Okay. MJ, I'm starting with you. I mean, let's start. Jackson.
Oh God. Oh, Jackson, I am such a fan, and I am so happy that you were in this competition, that you are in this competition, that we got to see this journey from the very beginning, which I clocked from the very beginning that this was going to be the case, the scenario, that in the finale there would be a Jackson situation happening. You are wonderful. You are fantastic. Keep moving in your light. Keep not letting anyone block your light. Keep being you. Keep being unapologetically all of the color that you are, and keep doing all the things that you are doing in terms of where you're going, and just in feeling the joy of it all. Please keep it going. You are an inspiration.
That's beautiful. Ariel, for you.
I could not have said it better myself. I've been blown away by you, Jackson, since the very first week of this competition. And we all knew that you were going to be here today, because with that performance, with that energy, with that voice, you're a star. I mean, you really are. And I mean, I've been blown away by your vocals, but also by your joy, also by your ability to really be in the emotional state of every character that you play. That has been so inspiring. And I'm just really excited for every character that you play for the rest of your life, and for every audience to be able to just join you on that journey. And thank you so much for sharing who you are in this competition. Congratulations.
Terrific. Brittany.
Yes, honestly, there isn't much left to say. Jackson, it has been truly a pleasure to listen to you sing, to watch your storytelling. You are a storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
And in everything, when you're singing, when you are just standing there listening to the music, like you embody the character. And what you do is something that cannot be taught. And it's something that is so captivating for us. And it's, I think, why we all knew when we first saw your tape the first time that you were going to be here. Because you cannot teach what you do. And I can't wait to see what you do next.
I love it. That's why when I was totally blown away by this. That's why when I came back to all of you, I just looked at all of your faces to see what, just to watch the journey he's been on. Absolutely brilliant. Job well done, Jackson. Okay, here we go. Up next is Lacey Kelly. Lacey is from Texas Connections Academy in Spring, Texas. Lacey wants to donate to the Muscular Dystrophy Association for their older brother, who has been their biggest supporter even when he couldn't come to see their shows. Lacey says, I would like to thank my family for supporting me in every facet of my life, from my performing to my pronoun change and coming out. I am incredibly grateful to be surrounded by people who love and cherish me. Today, they are singing No One Else from Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. Judges, enjoy.
Well, well, well.
First time I heard your voice, moonlight burst into the room, and I saw your eyes, and I saw your smile, and the world opened wide, and the world was inside of me, and I catch my breath, and I laugh and blush, and I hear guitars. You are so good for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. The snow in the moonlight, and your childlike eyes, and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again. You and no one else. We've done this all before. We were angels once. Don't you remember? Joy and life inside our souls, and nobody knows, just you and me. It's our secret. This winter sky, how could anyone sleep? There was never such a night before. I feel like putting my arms around my knees and squeezing tight as possible and flying away like this. The snow in the moonlight, and your childlike eyes, and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again. You and and no one else. Maybe he'll come today, or maybe he came already, and he's sitting in the drawing room, and I simply forgot.
Let's hear it, Believe Me.
What?
Mouths open. Brittany, I'm going to start with you.
I can't even clap. I can't even clap. Okay.
I'm honestly like I'm tearing up. I don't. It's like I've never heard this song before.
That's what I felt like.
Right.
I feel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to talk through this. I have felt like that every time you have performed something. It's like you find something in it that I didn't know existed until you sang it. And I mean, that was so moving. It was so moving. It was so human. Like, I just, wow.
Love tissues.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Ariel, for you.
I have no idea what just happened because that was so incredible. And I feel like I was watching a movie on a big screen, and she's about to win an Academy Award because the everything about that performance was, like Brittany said, it was human, and it was like, you know, the moments were so specific and so clear, and the emotional journey was just insane and real. And the voice, Lacey, your voice and your acting together, it's like magic explodes into the heart of everybody listening to you. I can't even put into words that I'm blown away. I'm so blown away.
MJ.
I cannot. I was in this lobby like every time a beat happened, I was like, oh, like I was like, what is going on? That Ariel, that's a perfect. It was like watching a movie.
Yeah.
You, Boo, you are it. You are so talented. I cannot wait to see you star in a show and be in a show with you, hopefully.
Yeah,
one
tomorrow.
day.
Yeah.
Literally tomorrow. I will tell you this. Just keep doing what you're doing. Also, like, welcome to the LGBTQ plus family. We welcome you with open arms. Just be you, do all the things. It's a beautiful, beautiful family to be a part of. And what's wonderful is through your performance, what I am seeing is you coming in through who you are, like as a full person. And that is what is not teachable. So keep doing that. Stay in your lane, and all that beauty and wonderment of all that is that you are blossoming into this beautiful human being of a soul, of a fierce person. Go. And the last thing I will tell you is the fact that you did that song, you didn't do some big 11 o'clock number, that was your 11 o'clock number, tells me just how fierce you are. I'm gagged. Yes.
And scene. I love that. These are high school kids. High school. All righty.
I'm out.
I'm done.
Okay. I know. Here we go. Up next, you saved him from the bottom three last week. Yes, it's Matthew Butcher from Grissom High School in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, Matthew's charity is the Huntsville Inner City Learning Center. Matthew says they help so many kids get through school and give them a place when usually they wouldn't have one. He wants to send a big shout out to his family for supporting him, the Ratcliffes for teaching him how to sing, and Handy Avery for all the wonderful voice training. Matthew's final song is Who I Be from Shrek. And Matthew.
I guess I'd be a hero with sword and armor clashing, looking semi-dashing, a shield within my grip. Or else I'd be a Viking and live a life of daring while smelling like a herring upon a Viking ship. I'd sail away, I'd see the world, I'd reach the farthest reaches, I'd feel the wind, I'd taste the salt and sea, and maybe storm some beaches. That's who I'd be. That's who I'd be. Or I could be a poet and write a different story, one that tells of glory and wipes away the lies. Into the skies I'd throw it, the stars would do the telling, the moon would help with spelling, and I would dot the I's. I'd write a verse, recite a joke, with wit and perfect timing. I'd share my heart, confess the things I yearn, and do it all while rhyming. We all learn, but we all learn. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark, and all. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, or so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. But standing guard would be a beast, I'd somehow overwhelm it. I'd get the girl, I'd take a breath, and I'd remove my helmet. We'd stand and stare, we'd speak of love, we'd feel the stars ascending. We'd share a kiss, I'd find my destiny. I'd have our hero's ending, a perfect happy ending. That's how it would be. A big, bright, beautiful world, but not for me. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark, here all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, or so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. A perfect happy ending, that's how it should be.
Wow, Matthew, let's hear it from Matthew. Woo!
Yes.
All right, MJ, I'll start with you.
I mean, I love this song. Matthew, I love you. I think the voice teacher was Handy. Is that the name? Handy or Randy? Handy? Child.
It
that
says
voice
Handy. I
teacher-
hope it's Andy or Andy Avery. It could be a misprint, just so we know.
Okay, well, they. I mean, whatever they are doing, whatever in the water is over there, keep on drinking it because it is fantastic. It's so awesome to see your journey. Like, I really truly feel like you are the MVP, like the full on most valuable. Like, the journey has been incredible. And the notes that Miss Sunny Britton was talking about last week in that actually, like, it was so cool to see. Also, the biggest compliment, I'm going to just give it out before I finish it because I can just keep going on how fierce you are, is you actually remind me, and I love him to death. He is a good friend. We've done a show together. Is Brian Darcy James. There is an actual thing about. I was like, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and it was today with you singing that song, and of course a role that he has played. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are a young Brian Darcy James, which is the fiercest compliment. Okay,
Ooh, that's a big one.
that's a big one.
Totally. Ariel, for you.
Oh my gosh, I loved today's performance. I've loved every single one of your performances. And like Michael said, just seeing you grow so much over this competition and seeing so many different characters that you've brought to life has been so incredible and such a joy. I also love how you brought this song to life. I don't know this song. I can't believe that I don't know the soundtrack, but I was able to really follow you on your journey of back and forth. And I feel like you, in all of your characters, are so in tune with the struggles and the internal conflict of every single song. So I just love being able to go on that ride with you. And your voice I mean, come on, your voice is insane. Like, yeah, thank your voice teacher. Yes, you can be here. We're ready. We're ready. Come to Broadway.
Sunny Brittany.
I thank you so much for taking my note. That was exactly what I was asking for. I mean, every single time that we have given you something, you have taken that note. And that is, I mean, it's the mark of a great actor and the mark of to be able to, one, understand and then execute. That it just, I am so proud of you. You have grown so much. And through all of it, you have kept that joy. I can tell that you love to sing and to perform. And it is so nice to watch someone that is clearly enjoying what they're doing. And your voice is stunning. Like, I mean, I'll listen to you sing just sing the phone book. Do phone books still exist? That's not
Sure,
a thing.
somewhere.
Go find an old one and sing it and I'll listen to it.
Listen, and you
I'm proud of you.
You all saved him last week. I mean, this is brilliant. You saved him from the bottom three. Look at this. I mean, this is amazing. And again, we have to talk about his voice teacher. It's either, so just so we know, it's either Andy Avery or Handy Avery. So we got a big shout out to your voice teacher.
Shout out to all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
Now, judges, we have one more to go, and here we go. And finally, it's Tommy Newman. Yes,
Yes.
from Springboro High School in Springboro, Ohio. If Tommy wins, her donation will go to the Trevor Project. Tommy says, I am queer, and it is very important to me that those in my community, especially the young ones, are able to enjoy their important developmental stages of life. Tommy is sending a shout out to Zandra, Allie, Robert, Kate, and her wonderful parents. Her final song is You Ought to Know from Jagged Little Pill. Here's Tommy.
I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. The perfect version of me. Is he perverted like me? Would he go down on you in the theater? So he speaks eloquently. Well, you can have his baby. I'm sure you'd make a really excellent mother. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. And every time you speak his name, does he know when you told me you'd be there until you died? Till you died, well you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross up there that you gave to me. You ought to know. You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Me, did you forget about me, Mrs. Duplicity? I mean, I hate to give him so much to live up to. It was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And now you're thinking of me when he fucks you. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No! Every time you speak his name, does he know when you told him you'd be there until you died? Till you died, well you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know.
hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the trust I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know that I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the trust I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know.
Oh my God. I love your faces. I'm like the same way. Sonny Brittany, I'm going to start with
can't.
you.
I can't.
I know, right?
Can't. I'm out. I'm out.
MJ's out. He's gone. Ariel's gone. You're gone. Woo!
Tommy, who hurt you? Because I will kill them. That I have you. The emotion I just got from you, it how it you experienced it in your whole body. I mean, the growth from the very first video that we saw from you to now. You have taken every single note. That's what I meant when I meant that you embodied it in your entire body, because that's something that we've been asking from you, to live it everywhere, and you did. I mean, I feel like I felt everything that you just felt.
Love it.
And I'm like, it's funny because that song is from, that's a my generation song, and to hear it translated into this kind of story, and then to hear you again, it's like I've never heard the song before.
Love it. Beautiful. Ariel.
Okay, where do I start? I also felt like I never heard the song before, because that was so brilliantly embodied from the first note, from before the first note, every single moment of that song. And oh my gosh, I feel like I watched you jump off of a diving board, and what came next was so unexpected on our end, and I feel like for you too, there was just this spontaneity and like you just jumped off a cliff, and you're like, I'm gonna just go and see what happens. And the commitment that you had to do that is so mind-blowing. And I can't even put into words. Like, I felt like, again, like I was watching a film, like I was watching somebody's close-up personal experience in a way that I was like, am I even allowed to watch this? That's what you're supposed to feel. That's what everyone, like, you're supposed to feel. An audience is supposed to feel like that when they're watching a performance, like they're snooping, like they're not supposed to be there. And I completely felt like that. And just seeing the growth of your performances throughout this whole competition, I feel like you've gone more and more. You've gotten braver and braver and more daring and more this like putting yourself all out there and jumping into the wild, letting yourself get wild it's just so amazing to see. It's so
Compelling.
It's compelling. It's just so compelling. And I can't believe that you're in high school, number one. And number two, that just as an artist of any age, the ability to go there is so brave and courageous and inspiring.
Brilliant. MJ.
First of all, I was in a full gag from the first moment when we, like, literally, I was in a full gag. Like, I was like, Tommy, yes, 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 yes. Please do you. Yes. The for me, like the ugly,
Yeah.
odd, quirky, disheveled, everything that you did not apologize for is absolutely beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beyond beautiful. So
Mhm.
that for me is why I am in a full gag over you and all of your amazingness. That is amazing. The fact that you can be ugly and odd and all the things and be beautiful be beautiful. That is what you dream of a performer to be able to do and to bring that to life. And you just did that literally over a video and just shut it all down. So thank you, work.
Yeah.
The end.
You know what it was for me? It was that moment when you just like you weren't even saying words.
Oh
and
my God, that was the
like,
best.
like groaning because I was like, that's it. That is
Who was up against a wall, honey?
Right.
Up against a wall, giving you like she was giving you backing. It was coming through the back, honey.
because I was like, that's the feeling that you have when your heart broke and she's embodying it.
And making everything you sing, making it all mean something and come from a real place.
Yes.
I can't that they're in high school. I cannot. I can't, Richie. I can't. Stop this now. I can't.
I don't believe it.
High school.
I know. Are we being punked?
I know.
Richie,
No.
come on now. You throwing stuff at us now. This is crazy. Come on now. Richie.
Okay, judges. So there you have it, our 4 finalists. Now, judges, we're going to take a quick break to visit with our college panel. But when we come back, we're going to reveal the high school winner of Next on Stage. Now let's welcome our college judges. Please say hello to Kate Rockwell, Courtney Reed, and Queen Leslie Margarita. The finale.
I can't believe it.
I know,
Wow.
This went by fast again. I feel like I said this last time, but this time I'm like, gosh, I can't believe we're already here.
Yeah.
right? Totally. You all look so great. Leslie, you're in California. You're all zhuzhed up, got beautiful hair going on there. Is it self-tape day?
It's self-tape day. gotta do some stuff. You know, it's early here, so I've got a whole day ahead of me of what these kids are going through.
That's nice. What's it like to be have people interested in your work?
I'm not really sure that they are. Like the tapes are going, but then so I can't really. Yeah, into the ether, pretty much. I think I'm just taping and throwing them onto the street. So
fabulous. Now, Courtney, where are you?
I'm in New York. This is like the beat of the day. Like my boyfriend's a photographer. I better be looking cute when he's like taking the candid. You know what I'm saying? That's what that day is. Okay.
Wow, you're zhuzhed up today too. Now, Kate, where are you?
I'm in the same room I'm always in. I never leave. I have nowhere fun to be. It's New York. It's the same. Everything's fine.
I just love that you arrived the earliest, but you were in last week's holding room, right?
I was really excited for the top 3 competition, you guys. Really excited.
So she arrived in last week's room. Oh, here we go. Ladies, judges, let's get right into this.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to watch all 4 performers alphabetically. That's how we're doing the finale. So here we go. Okay. Our first finalist is Charlotte Odasanwa from Portland, Oregon. Charlotte is a student at Emerson College. The charity that she would like to donate to is the Black Career Women's Network. Charlotte says it is crucial that as a Black woman, I reach out to my fellow sisters and help out in any way that I can. She wants to send a shout out to her family and friends that have been supporters from the very beginning. Today, Charlotte is singing Home from The Wiz. Enjoy, Charlotte.
Home. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's a love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Winds that makes the tall trees bend into leaning. Only the snowflakes that fall have a meaning. Sprinkling the sea makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It would sure be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time be my friend, let me start again. Suddenly my world has gone and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, and yet I've watched it growing. Oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard. Turn off we should believe in the things that we see. Tell us, should we try and stay, or do we run away? Or would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world might be a fantasy. Oh, but it's taught me to love. So it's real, real, real to me. And I've learned how we must look inside us to find a world full of love, like yours, like mine, like hers.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
So cute.
I love that. Queen Leslie, I'll start with you.
Oh my gosh, Charlotte, I loved hearing you sing something a little more modern. And I mean, I missed the vases, but I missed it. Look, I think you're so phenomenal. Your voice is gorge. So I mean, we're at the end. So nitpicky. I wasn't crazy about the framing, but I love this song for you. For me, I just need you to create more of a build. It was a little like one note for me, but your voice is phenomenal, and for me, just hold some of the your riffs and your runs are unreal. But I would love to hear some of the notes held out a little longer before maybe like falling off. But that's it. I think you're so good. You're so good.
Great, Courtney.
Charlotte, I love you, girl. I mean, I have to say the same thing as Queen Leslie. Like, it really, everything, I feel the same. I love you. This was like the Jasmine Sullivan home, which I was like for it. I'm like, I'm here for the Jasmine Sullivan home. This is a great song for you. This is a great role for you. Yes, it's so refreshing to hear you sing something different, something more modern, something new. I love you. I totally understand why you're in the top. Like, this is anyone's game, and like, you started us off real good, honey.
Great. Kate.
Yeah, Charlotte, your voice is stunning. This was awesome vocally. It was so beautiful. It's so pristine. You have such control over your voice at such a young age. Like, I can't wait to hear what happens to you in 5 years vocally. I think my note for you as you keep working, I know that we're not, we're done today, but like, as you keep going is like, keep really thinking about what your perspective on this stuff is, rather than worry about like what was done before or what is like the famous version of something. Like, you are so talented and you have such an amazing instrument. And I want to see your unique perspective. That's a really hard thing to do, especially at your age. So like, don't take that as criticism. I just like, think about that and be brave enough to put your own spin on these super famous things. I love that you did something contemporary. I think you should do more of them. You sound fabulous on this. And just be brave enough to go, that was this version and this is mine, and have it be your own take on the song. But you sound spectacular.
Love it. Okay, next up is Jack Thompson from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and a student at Temple University. Kodiak would like to split his donation between the Trevor Project and the Fund for College Auditions. He says, I believe every human has a right to health, happiness, and the pursuit of personal, artistic, and academic fulfillment. Kodiak wants to shout out his teachers, Peter Reynolds, Maggie Anderson, Dr. Rachel Fleming, Dr. Stephen Gross, and Megan Nicole O'Brien. For his final performance, he's singing Pretty Funny from Dogfight. Enjoy Kodiak.
Close the window, draw the curtain, hide the bright light of the moon. Hang the dresses, ugly dresses. No one likes maroon. Wipe off all that stupid lipstick. Return the earrings to their case. Makeup won't make any difference. It's still the same old face. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny you believed that it was real? Pretty funny. All disasters have an upside. You can find one if you try. You went dancing, you were dancing. You were dancing with a guy. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Aren't you funny? Pathetically naive and desperate to believe you can always find some good. You misunderstood, or you've been dreaming. 'Cause people are just cruel. Shut the light off. Turn the bed down. No more crying, don't you dare. You'll wake up sometime tomorrow and forget to even care. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? For a moment, he convinced me I could be pretty funny.
Let's hear it from Kodiak. Speechless, all of you. I love this. Courtney, I'm going to start with you.
Kodiak, you are I'm just like, you're everything. You really are. You are the most full out person this season. Like, and when I say full out, I mean like full out, not over the top, full out. Like making a choice, being bold. You are like every director's dream. You're gonna come in with a very unique perspective on what you're singing and how you're acting. It's so honest. It's so true. I loved this performance so much. Seeing your sort of body of work over this whole season, the way that you can just go in and out of different characters. Your voice is like the honestly quintessential musical theater, contemporary musical theater voice. It's like everyone's dream. It's so easy to listen to. I'm such a huge fan. You're incredible. I loved this performance so much.
That's great. Kate, for you.
Yeah, Kodiak, this was really brave. And that was so cool to see. I was so interested. I've never seen a man perform this number. And so I was really interested to see how it translated. And it translates beautifully. It was so brave and so, specifically unique. Like you have such, it's literally what I was just talking about, like having your own unique perspective on what this material is. And like, is every production of Dogfight going to go with this from now on? No. But like, does that matter? No. Like, it's so cool to get to see it. So bravo for that. I think for me, my like piece of advice as you keep going, is see if you can start exploring a vulnerability that doesn't tap into anger. You have incredible access to anger, and that is an incredibly powerful force. I would love to see the betrayal. I would love to see a little of the embarrassment. It's a huge vulnerability to be embarrassed. It's really, really hard to sort of show disappointment and the softer side of disappointment. And now we've had a couple of these, like this is your second sort of number in this genre of feeling. And I would love to see a little bit of that softness on there too. So keep exploring that. I mean, this was stunning and I'm really, really impressed. I think this was an incredible last performance. Really, really wise choice. I don't even know what to say about your voice. You sound spectacular. There's literally nothing you can't sing, as you've proven in this episode, in this season. So congratulations. I'm so glad that you're in this top. It's incredible.
That's great. Queen Leslie.
Oh, Kodiak, I loved this. Everything my ladies said. I hope other contestants watch your entire journey, because from week to week, you were so different and showed so much. Look, going forward, you're so phenomenal. The hardest thing is going to be getting past the fact that you look like a stunning leading man, but you're so much more. So for you, I think that's going to be the hurdle, is being like, no, I'm not just like, you are stunning, by the way. You were like pretty funny. And I'm like, you're so
also
pretty.
Bone structure for days. Just like these cheekbones and the jawline.
Yes. I mean, that's going to be the hardest thing. And that's what's going to be so cool about you, is that you're going to walk in a room and they're going to go, well, here's another beautiful leading man, and you're going to stun them. So I can't wait to see what you do. This was my favorite from you. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to see what you do.
His growth has been incredible. Like you said, when you said, Kate, have the other contestants watch, everybody said, watch his growth from what he delivered from the first to now. This was totally a finale number, really, and bold choices. Like he went for it and believed everything about it. Really,
we love bold choices.
Okay, our next finalist is Mia Charisse Hall from Rochester, New York, and a student at Syracuse University. Mia's charity is the Actors Fund. She wants to send a shout out to my family, friends, and followers for always motivating her to do her best. Today, Mia is singing Fly, Fly Away from Catch Me If You Can. Enjoy, Mia.
When I was a child, my eyes were clear. I saw the good side. That's a kind of second sight that doesn't last too long. But when I was lost, I heard heard a voice that brought me healing. That's the kind of special hope he brought me with his song. People always saw the doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, but he was just a lonely little boy to me. With his sweet and gentle touch, he sure loved my soul. So in return, I surely want to help to set him free. And now I want to see him fly, fly. I'll be your alibi, my baby. Fly, fly, fly away. We didn't get to say goodbye, goodbye. No need to tell me why, my baby. Maybe it's because you'll fly back home to me one day. Men who they called real were really fakes, who left me nothing. But this man they call fake gave me something real. I've known cruel, cruel men with Christian names who taught me manners. But this man without a name taught me how to feel. They only saw the magic tricks, the smoke and mirrors. Was I the only one to ever see the boy? So now they wanna clip his precious wings and bring him down. But in his heart and soul's the kind of good they can't destroy. And now I wanna see him fly, fly. I'll be your alibi, my baby. Fly, fly, fly away. We didn't get to say goodbye, goodbye. No need to tell me why, my baby. Maybe it's because you'll fly back home to me one day. Baby, when you're in the clouds, please keep a lookout. Maybe, darling, find a hideaway for you and I, you and I. Then I'll see him fly, fly. I'll be your alibi, my baby. Fly, fly, fly away. We didn't get to say goodbye, goodbye. No need to tell me why, my baby. Maybe it's because you'll fly back home to me one day. Maybe it's because you'll fly back home to me one day. Maybe it's because you'll fly back home to me one day. And I'll be waiting for you there. You will fly back home to me one day.
Yes, Mia. Kate, I'm going to start with you.
Mia, you're so stunning. Your voice is so stunning. I really applaud you for, you are so very authentically you every time you perform a piece. And you have a really good understanding of who you are. And I think that's a cool thing to have at your age that not everybody is really capable of having. This is beautiful. I liked that it was contemporary. I appreciate that. I think like for me, I still want I want to give you some more room every time we film on this angle. And I know I've said it before. I just want you to take a little bit more space so that you don't feel like you're quite so restricted. When you get that close again, like I just clocked how much time you spent looking down because I was cut off from you, and I just think it's purely technical. I just want you to like give yourself a little bit more room to breathe, to work, to sing. Also, like, I don't know how you're singing those notes with that camera up there on your face. That gives me anxiety just thinking about doing it. You sound incredible. I really don't know how you just did that. But I just want to give you more room to breathe because, like, we talk so much about technical stuff on these and these self-tapes that we have to film. And, you know, the difference between here where you're cropping, like, at boob level and, like, and then here where you're cropping at neck bone level, that's a big difference on camera. And I just think that this much more space would actually would benefit you. Behooves you? That's what I was going to try to say. Because it's 1936. But I think you're a spectacular performer. I love listening to you perform. I'm so interested and excited for what's going to happen to you in the future.
Beautiful. Courtney, for you.
I totally agree with Kate. Mia, you're just absolutely stunning. It's like once you get past like how incredibly stunning you are, it's like, okay, now we can pay attention to how like literally beautiful you sound because everything is gorgeous and stunning. Yeah, I do agree. Maybe step back a little bit. I felt a little like, oh my gosh, is she sitting this whole time? Like, how is she singing this and sitting? I thought you were sitting, and I thought if you are sitting, I think maybe stand for something like this so you can sort of be on the front foot for a song like this, and so you can have more room to sort of build the song. Otherwise, I really don't envy anyone voting because this is so tough. You're all supremely talented. You're incredible. You're going to work nonstop. Like, I'm a huge fan. Bless
God
you.
Bless you.
Queen, bless.
Bless you and bless Mia. You're everything that everyone has said. You're so good and you're so stunning, and that voice, like, no issues. You're gonna work for abs. I think you're just so different. My only thing, also besides like backup, was the amazing thing about Carrie Butler. She has this innocence that just is relentless, and the audience goes with her, and I was missing that a little bit in this, and it might be because you look like you were sitting. Like, I missed the determination and the innocence in that of I don't know, I just was missing a little bit of, it's not exactly joy, but there's something that was a little missing. It almost felt like reserved, like fly, maybe you'll come back to me.
Yeah, there was a maturity to this that was different. I agree.
Yeah, but that's my only note when you work on this before, because you could absolutely do this role. This song is great for you. I just work on a little bit more of that if you can find Carrie Butler doing it, watch her. She's got something so amazing when she does it. Yeah, I mean, she's Carrie Butler. But yeah, I think you're so great. You guys, how these people, these kids, I can't.
Oh no.
All righty, well, here we go, because lastly, you saved him from the bottom last week. It's Nate Garner from Minooka. I think it's Minooka, because like book, right? Minooka?
Minooka?
Oh, I like it. Fabulous. Illinois, that's where we're going from. And a student at university. Now, Nate's charity is ACT UP New York because, as Nate says, we are closer and closer every day in the fight to end HIV/AIDS. He wants to send a shout out to all queer artists everywhere for creating art. Nate's final performance today is The Waltz, Endless Night from The View Upstairs. Enjoy, Nate.
Once, when I was young, it sounds cliche, I dreamed I'd buy a rocket ship and soar up to the stars. Someday, fly to galaxies far away. I grew up in a town, small, about 3 hours from here. A place where people look and think the same and astronauts do not appear. Okay, I'll find a new game to play. Terror and bliss on those lazy afternoons when I learned how to kiss. And he made me understand what my body was for. And we'll have lots of fun, he said. But you can't tell anyone. Our game came to an end. His father sent him away with a plan. Fry the fairy out of him and he'll come back a man. More or less, the doctors guaranteed success. But to everyone's surprise, Tom never spoke again. He just stares at the wall. When our family gathers round on holidays, we all pretend it's okay. He's better off this way. But I'd rather die than end up like him, dull and dead in the eyes. And it was only a matter of time before they tried to fix me the same way. Packed up my life in one bag, and I haven't been back. Being a little too free, it's not always glamorous, but you learn how to survive. Time presses on, we create little stories to keep your heart alive. Why get too hung up on the past when you can't hit rewind? Hope when I look back, I can smile and say it was worth it all to find a love of my own someday that can't be taken away. And one day, if I have the money, a rocket ship's not what I'll buy, 'cause I know better now. There's no more stars left in the sky, just endless night.
Wow, Nate. Queen Leslie, I'm going to start with you.
Nate, I love you, and I think you're so good. For me, I wasn't crazy about this song. For you, I think out of context, it's hard. It's a beautiful song. Like, it's a great, and you told the story so well. I just wanted something a little different from you for the finale. But having said that, I think your understanding of songs and what we've been saying this whole time, like your take on things is so unique. I there's not much to say. I love your choices. I love how versatile you are, and your voice is great. For me, it's just with choice tonight. I wanted a little something different, but you were so good, and I think I don't know. I don't envy the people voting again. It's just, I mean,
love it. Courtney, for you.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with Leslie. I think I think you're so incredible. You just have that sort of like it factor. There, you have the it that you cannot teach, and there are certain people that they can learn, and it takes a really long time. You just have it. It's just given to you. It's God given. I don't know. I think you're like a casting director's dream. will never disappoint. You're always going to come into the room and be solid and have a viewpoint, and you're just incredible. I cannot wait to see what you do next. It was going to be really tough to beat out what you did last week. I mean, that was just so mind-blowingly incredible. I loved seeing something different from you. You've shown us your versatility. At this point, I just really like Leslie said, I just don't envy anyone voting. You are all so incredible, and I just love you so much. I think you're a perfect performer.
Beautifully put. Kate, for you.
Nate, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of you. I think you're an incredible performer, incredible actor. I love the way that you nuance your performance from start to finish. I don't know this song. I don't know this show. In fact, I had to piece it together as we were going because it's about a lot of very complicated things. I think that you have such a great way of communicating what is happening to you in very complicated material.
Yeah.
I mean that as a compliment. What I'm about to say is maybe we can lessen the complicated material because sometimes these shows, I don't know the view upstairs. Sometimes these shows as pieces are spectacular, but as individual units, they really get complicated because we don't get a chance to really understand what's happening. And I did sort of feel like this song, I was like, kind of like gripping my seat, really just trying to comprehend what was happening. Which means I do sort of get taken out of your performance a little bit because I'm sitting here just trying to understand, like, is this song about a botched lobotomy from conversion therapy? Like, that is what we're singing about, right? Like, I think that's what we're singing about. And that immediately takes me away from you and your performance. And if we had a whole 2.5-hour musical to like dig into conversion therapy and lobotomies, like, then maybe I would be able to put my full focus on you as a performer. But because it's just this one piece and this is your piece, that sometimes that material doesn't serve you in an audition setting, in an isolated sort of single performance setting. That being said, I think you are spectacular, and I am so impressed by what you do and what you create and the way you use your instrument and the way that you are capable of communicating. I think you're going to be a really big star. You remind me a lot of Christian Borle, and I just get like this, again, like you can communicate in this method in a way that most people cannot. Most people have to work so hard to do what you're sort of doing naturally with this crazy material that I'm like, you can't comprehend. So I have no doubt about your success in this business. I think you are unbelievably skilled. So congratulations.
You know, what's interesting about Nate through this whole thing is, I mean, he's done songs by a lot of gay composers, which is really wonderful to what he's done. The View Upstairs, of course, was written by Max Vernon. I saw Michael McElroy and Nathan Lee Graham do this. Yeah. This had to do with Attack on a Gay Club. So, I mean, I just love that he makes these choices. But like you said, it's hard outside of a musical. Like if he was auditioning for this,
right,
totally different thing. So it you know, you walk that fine line with everything. But I find him so bold that he still makes choices of the material that he chooses to do with everything we're going through with society today. But like I said, he can do anything when you look at the stuff he did last week and you say, you know, he is like a new Christian Borle.
Yeah. Well, and I think that that's what's tricky, right? Is that like people who are drawn to this artistic material and they want to be supportive of, you know, underserved artists, new
writers too.
Yeah, like, I love that. But there is some stuff works better for auditions than others. Not everything works for an audition because of the specificity of the material. And that's what's hard. And so there is like a fine balance in the auditioning world between serving pieces that need attention, deserve attention, you know, people, writers, creators who aren't given the same sort of spotlight of time, and making sure that you are representing yourself well and making sure that we as the out here on the other side get to really see you. And sometimes if the material is so complicated, it takes away from you. And that's the audition format. That's not the material. That's just what happens when you have 2 seconds to be like, this is what I do, da-da-da-da, and then it's over. So it's a tricky balance.
See, that was so beautifully put. These kids are going to be walking into an audition room, and it's got to, you know, they've got to serve so many different things here. So make sure you're picking the right material for an audition.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It never ends.
Oh, like I said, for all of you say the same thing. Like, you know, you're in self-tape land today, Leslie. Like, right material.
It never ends.
cycle never ends. Even when you get to their level, it's sort of like it never ends. Am I using the right material? Well, and there we have it. Now, judges, we're going to take a quick break to check back in with our high school panel. But when we return, we will reveal which college student has earned the title of Broadway's Next on Stage.
Hello, you big, beautiful Broadway world. It's me, your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron, and I have very exciting news. Now that the singers have had their time to shine, and they were incredible, I'm excited to announce that Broadway World is launching our second Next on Stage Dance Edition competition series. Do you have what it takes? Do you have the moves? Do you have the panache, the pizzazz to make it as Broadway's next big dance star? Well, if you're a high school student or a college student, now's your time to show off all of your very best moves and submit your entry of you dancing to any type of musical theater style. Just visit BroadwayWorld.com/nextonstage for all of the specifics. I can't wait to see you. You've got till June 27th to get those entries in. So do it quick. Get to high steppin'. We've got an incredible panel of Broadway judges who are going to be weighing in on this year's competition and a fantastic prize package. So get to dancing and get in the game now. I can't wait to see you all. Kickball change.
Welcome back, judges. We have counted the votes, and it is time to announce our high school winner. Before we do, we want to congratulate all of our finalists for a truly stunning performance this week from all of them. All right, judges, here we go. With the most votes this week, the winner of Broadway's Next on Stage Season 3 is, can we have a drum roll somewhere? Let's give a drum. Jackson Perry. Congratulations, Jackson. We got to get Mike MJ back in a chair in the hallway. Look at this, all of you. Oh my gosh. Jackson Perry. Judges, how excited are you? Jackson,
yes!
MJ, I'm going to start with you because you've all been with him from the very first second. But MJ, you were there from the very beginning of just saying, I'm going to see him at the end.
I am so excited. I am so excited that America has seen all the things that we saw. I'm telling you, that do-rag started it all for me, okay? It started it all for me because he said, I am not apologizing for who I am from the jump. And that, for me, is what I feel like has translated. And for me to see this little chocolate caramel drop on the screen doing all the things that he is doing and the world at his feet, like literally he has the world, like he can do whatever he wants to do, is so inspiring. And I cannot wait. I want to see him in person and like shake him and just be like, you are fast. Yes, and I can't. He's getting ready to go to college. Like he has so much to. I cannot wait to see what he's. I can't.
Or he can come right to Broadway. Like I said, many people skip to college. Ariel.
Reggie, how dare you?
He's ready right now. Like
yeah, he's ready right now.
Congratulations.
Oh gosh, Jackson, congratulations! Wow, we are so thrilled for you, and I'm so happy. I am so happy that you have conquered this competition. You've blown all of us away, and I'm just so excited to see what happens in your future. And we'll see you here in New York. I'm sure of it.
I love it, Brittany.
That's all of the things, all of those things. Congratulations. I don't have anything to say except be on Broadway.
Judges, thank you for all of your valuable input for all of our contestants this season. This was a dynamite season.
This was such a good season.
Well, now we have to skip back to our college panel. Judges, good night to all of you.
Bye. Oh my God. gosh!
Broadway's Next on Stage is sponsored by the International College of Musical Theater, offering world-class musical theater training taught by West End and Broadway professionals. They bring in the very best talent from both sides of the Atlantic, who know what it takes to succeed in order to provide the best training available anywhere in the world. So go to www.theicmt.com today to start your journey to Broadway, the West End, and to wherever your musical theater dreams may take you. Welcome back, judges. Are you ready to find out who the winner is? Okay, here we go. With the most votes this week, the winner of Broadway's Next on Stage Season 3 is Mia Charisse Hall.
Oh my gosh.
How excited are you for Mia?
Oh
Good
my
for
gosh.
you, Mia. That's spectacular.
It's
Is this
so
her first
exciting.
female that has won?
What's that?
Is
This
this
is
her
the
first
first girl?
female that's won? Right? Did we had? Now that I think about
Yes.
it,
Yes.
yes.
You're right.
Nice.
I was like, wait, what? No, you're right. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Our first college female. Wow. Oh my gosh. So deserved.
So deserved.
I mean, but you guys, all of you
I can't wait to
are,
hear the recording.
oh my God. That recording. Oh,
This was a great top 4. It's very
Yeah.
hard. You know, you work through a season, you give notes to all these college kids, and you're like, please take our notes, move forward, show us something else. This was a great final 4. And like, they're all winners. Like I said, it's all a numbers game. So, you know, for me, they're all winners. I mean, they all showed so many
Totally.
colors during this season. This was really, really wonderful. Congratulations, Mia. Oh, listen, judges, thank you all for joining us for Season 3 of Broadway's Next on Stage. Make sure to follow us at Broadway World on Facebook, Instagram, to stay up to date on all the latest Broadway news. Judges, it's been a great Season 3. I love you all. Everybody.
Bye.